So a couple days ago, Dream responded to everything. Every major Twitter allegation that has been made against him over the last few years, Dream addressed here and pretty much debunked it, to the point where the accounts that were spreading the most popular allegations against him have completely deactivated their Twitters and left the internet. So you would think that Twitter would be overjoyed that Dream is not an extremely bad person. But Dream's haters and ex-fans are not the most sane people in the world, and they have been freaking out ever since Dream dropped his video debunking all of the allegations. The first thing that Dream addressed in this response video were the old pictures of him circulating before his face reveal of him as a fat kid, which in the video he confirmed was indeed him. Asian guy reacts to this by posting the picture and saying, "Dream just confirmed that this was him, starting off the video by admitting about lying." Clautrosity responds by saying, "Once you fully understand the lore of Dream, you realize it's all been manufactured by PR people and middle management. They loaded him up on Ozempic and tried to turn him into a pop star, and it completely and utterly failed. They should feel embarrassed having tried." Soggy Cat Fan 91 says, "Fellas, is it weird to not want your entire identity leaked?" Jolly Orange says, "Dream was a chud maxing gooner that got onto his Riz Mew, Jazzercise maxing arc, and became Sigma Gigachad. Now he just needs to convert to Islam and get 4 wives. Respect." Alex responds by saying, "Props on bro for losing the weight, but L on basically everything else." Chloe responds by saying, "Can't believe he just dropped this one," showing one of the additional pictures that Dream dropped in his response video of him before he lost weight. Slut Reptile shows that picture in comparison to Dream now, with the clown character from Five Nights at Freddy's as a scary version versus a normal version, I guess, and captions it by saying, "You gotta admit, Dream's weight loss is impressive." Now moving on to the Nicholas Cantu part of Dream's response video, Axel Has No Idea criticizes it by showing a clip from the response video and saying, "This clip is so funny to me. Dream is highlighting the fact that Nicholas Cantu is 20 years old, so he isn't a minor, but he's still under the legal drinking age." Jolly J says, "The Gumball edits and Dream's apology video had my ass crying, cause ain't no way."
Party in Austin, Texas. When I showed up, Nicholas Cantu was there. He was already drunk and was drinking. He was being very aggressive to me throughout the night. I didn't know him. This was my first time ever meeting him, and we were not friends. Eventually, while on FaceTime to show his friends, he hit me out of nowhere. Again, this was my first time ever meeting him. I was there for another hour or so, and then when leaving the party, everyone decided to Uber together because it was late and there wasn't many of us there. Nicholas ended up in the front seat of the Uber that I was in, despite my apprehension. I thought, what's the worst that could happen? It's an Uber ride, and there's other people there, so I wasn't worried. Little did I know, he ended up dropping his phone out of the Uber window in the middle of the highway, and after he got out to look for it, the police showed up and stopped him from looking because it was dangerous and dark. Eventually, the Uber driver convinced Nicholas to leave.
Well, I want to promise you that I'm sober, so if you guys want to conduct a sobriety test.
Hey, look, hey, we're about to head out.
And after we left, the Uber driver was trying to give advice to Nicholas on the police, telling him that he could have been arrested, and Nicholas did not like what he had to say.
You're retarded, you're Down syndrome, I don't give a how far did you go in your education?
Who cares?
Of course, I started to get involved and argue with Nick, defending the Uber driver, and Nick did not like that at all.
Either you're going to be paralyzed or you're going to be dead. Like, I'm serious.
Okay, man.
And he was saying this, of course, after he had already assaulted me. While this was all happening, one of the other 2 people in the car with me that I also just met that night was recording him. He was aware of this, and he was actually the one that asked to be recorded.
Thanks for recording, by the way. How long is this? But yeah, this YouTube video is going to be nuts. Subscribe to the Cantu Network. Tune your sets right there.
The next day, Nicholas sent me a very nice DM saying that he was sorry for hitting me, that he was having a really rough night, and that he was high and drunk, and said that he was sorry for spreading false allegations that he knew nothing about, saying that he recognized it could ruin people's lives. Complimented me, called me humble, grounded, and a good human. I didn't accept this apology, but I moved on, and honestly, I felt kind of bad for him. I recognized that he was once a child actor, and I feel like there's a lot of bad stuff in that industry, so I felt a little bit of sympathy. I hoped he would just learn from the mistakes he made that night and move on. But then, of course, Nicholas started tweeting, spreading the same lies about
Ray says, "The way Dream's video was edited just shows that he was not taking anything seriously. It literally looks like a regular drama video, not a video that was supposed to be about serious grooming allegations." So at the end of Dream's response video, he tried to prove a point that most evidence can be faked by faking a DM of Pokimane, bragging about scamming people with her cookies in DMs with Dream, as well as faking a conversation with XQC. That makes him look bad. But it seems that this demonstration worked too well, as people started screenshotting the DM and posting it on Twitter as if it was real. Pokimane showed one of these tweets, acting like these DMs were real, and captions it by saying, "I'm out camping and came home to find out Dream is faking DMs of me," laughing my ass off. What? Yes, I saw, and I appreciate the community note. I was just surprised to come back to see fake DMs that caused a ton of hate threads, many with no context/disclaimers. Like, damn. I'm sorry for the stuff I didn't say, laughing my ass off. Outranked responds by saying, "This is gonna be a nightmare for your PR team." Chatty Cat says, "I'm sure he felt just as surprised to hear you made a joke about fake serious grooming allegations towards him that nearly ruined his life on your live stream with Miskiff of all people." Pei says, "Read the community note," and still made a fake DM of her to prove a point, fully knowing people would take it out of context and hate on her. Fuck Dream. Ryuk says, "I don't know if quote retweets acting dense on purpose or y'all actually dumb as fuck. He fabricated a conversation with her and did not ask her beforehand. There were tons of people taking that fake DM out of context to hate on her." MJ says, "Why didn't Dream, talk to her before doing this?" Dream then responds to Pokimane by saying, "Sorry, Poki. People will believe anything. Knowing you and your character, I thought it was so ridiculously fake that no one could remotely believe it, but Twitter surprises me every day and makes the point for me. Gonna go enjoy some of your cookies now." Pokimane responds, "Appreciate ya clearing things up. It really is insane the things people will believe," laughing my ass off. The XQC DMs were real though, right? Now moving on from Pokimane's fake DMs onto the ones Dream made about XQC, SWB posts a clip from the Dream video and says, "No way Dream just exposed XQC."
XQC, I know you're probably watching this. I want you to address this. What do you have to say for yourself? It's irrefutable proof. Look, here it is on a second phone. Prove to me you didn't send me this video. Or you're a pervert. Forever. And everyone watching this will now know it.
Moose responds by saying, "This is the most obvious bait I've ever seen. He's just trying to cover up the fact he sent moaning audios to minors and has Bryn exposed for grooming other minors." SWB responds, his defense was, "I didn't do it." Oswald shows some tweets from Mary and says, "Why are Dream stans acting as if they have been personally victimized by Dream, having to address grooming allegations?" He then shows a tweet from Mary where they quote tweet Dream on his private account saying, "Video will be out shortly today on my main channel. No further updates until then, and this will be my final mention of it here, before or afterwards." Mary responds by saying, "Take deep breaths, guys. We're going to be fine. And remember to watch the video and take a moment to recollect your thoughts before posting anything. And also, remember to please not post clips or summaries. Love you guys. My DMs are open if you need to talk after the video." And then they show a screenshot of Sapnap going live on his Twitch channel with the caption, "Oh, I love this man. Everyone go watch if you need to distract yourself right now." Mahler shows some more tweets from Dream stans and captions it by saying, like, the tweet from Cosmo says, "Be ready, y'all. We got this." Swisha responds, "Cosmo, I'm scared. Give me a hug." Cosmo responds, "We got this. This is it. I'm here for whatever outcome happens." Oswald responds to Mahler by saying, "Whatever outcome happens is crazy, because if they understand there's a chance he's guilty, why are they supporting him instead of distancing themselves now?" Ollie responds to Oswald by saying, "Like, imagine how Dream's victims feel. This is just so insensitive." Ray tweets out some more screenshots from Dream stans and says, "Dream stans are so unserious." This first one they share from Milo, who says, "I'm really scared for what's about to happen. What if I have to unstand Dream and all the others? What other interests will I soon find? I seriously won't be able to go through it." Neo responds, "Neither, but we'll get through this together, hun." And then Milo responds, "Love you, Nat, yo. We can do it." They also show this tweet from Milo that says, "Spread this. This is very important for what we need. Tips for what to do. Things are gonna get very bad now that the video is coming very shortly. Here's a quick list of tips on what to do. Private all accounts relating to Dream. Change profile pic or anything related to Dream if you want. Turn off your DMs. Do not, and I mean not, clip things out of the video. It's too risky. Anyways, always link the full video. Do not fight with antis. It's too risky. Just ignore and block." So now with all those warnings out of the way, let's see what the antis have to say about this on Twitter. The video just releases 1 minute ago. Dino Nugget screenshots it and then tweets it out with the caption, "This video is monetized, by the way, so don't watch it until there's a re-upload." Soulprive responds by saying, "Monetizing a response to grooming allegations? That sure is Dream, huh?" Asian Guy 5 says, "For people who are watching Dream's response video today, please watch it through a re-upload or use ad block. He should not be making money off his shitty behavior." And then Holly literally re-uploads the entire 1 hour and 20-minute video onto Twitter. I didn't even know you could upload videos that long to Twitter. But yeah, people really don't want to give Dream views on his defense video. Selena responds by saying, "Oh, so he doesn't get money from it." Harley responds, "That's the idea." And then Jacob Finney responds, "You clearly didn't watch the video. In the first minute, he says it's going to charity. So all you're doing is taking away from charity, lol." Bread responds by saying, "This shit boring hell," showing that they're basically ignoring the response video as it plays in the background, deciding to focus on Fortnite Mobile instead. Keep It Classy says, "Can you repost this with Family Guy clips under it?" Stello shows this screenshot with the caption, "Dream's apology video," showing a YouTube video of a guy in a car with a comment below highlighting the best parts of the video, which is driving recklessly, abandoning homeless woman, running over dog, having sex with autistic girl, impregnating 14-year-old, meeting up with 12-year-old, texting underage girls, disrespectful to women. Sarah tweets out this Family Guy clip with the caption, "Dream dropped a new 1 hour response video."
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Ouija says, "Hashtag Dream is a freak. Yapping for 1 hour 20 minutes. I ain't watching that."
Monetization on this video is on, but every dollar will go to a charity that's...
Skullord says, "Hashtag Dream is a freak, hashtag Dream is a groomer." I haven't finished the video, but on one point of the video he said, "Believe or not, I have one of the oldest audience in all of Minecraft YouTube." No, the fuck you don't. Your fan base are middle schoolers. He then quote tweets himself and says, "Dream oldest audience," showing this TikTok of a Dream stan.
Thank you. I know it's pretty progress. I do the wings myself. I glued them. I tried to glue gems, but I did it with nail polish, like the Quill nail polish, and it didn't work. So I'm gonna have to work on that. But it says Dream, but that's a W, but we won't tell nobody. And then the first time I tried to do it, it failed. So I made this today and I painted it and then I drew on it with Sharpie. And then I put the quick teeth on it instead of a cloudy, because this is my favorite Passy. My butt buzz, she's gonna get me Dream's hoodie too, so I'm excited. Speaking of, I'm watching Wilbur and Tommy.
Sunken Wizard responds by saying, "You know, you just ruined my fucking night by showing me this video again. I was hoping I would never see this again. I even forgot about it until you brought it up." Zhang Yong says, "Dream finally released video apology, not ukulele style." Isabella posts this clip with the caption, "Just saw the new Dream vid."
I will get into details of my life that you probably don't want to hear, and I don't particularly want to share either, but it feels necessary given the circumstances, and honesty and truth is my top priority.
I don't give a shit! 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 Not even a little bit! I bloody never quit! What I say I commit!
JVVC says, "So Dream posted an apology video. Here's my conclusion.
No lady would ever hand anything to a man who chases after little boys."
You again? Listen, mate. 1, the mask is shit, okay? And 2, get out of my way.
Nat says, "Me sitting through this damn video only for him to not address the 24-page grooming proof. Hashtag Dream is a freak." Asian Guy 5 says, "Things Dream didn't address in his video. His past as a Trump supporter. His history of anti-Semitism. His history of racism. His history of sexism. What Dream did address! Him using Snapchat as an adult, Gumball slapping him, the speedrunning drama, Moist critical?" GZ responds by saying, "It's like an hour of yapping, and he only wants to address the stuff he thinks will make him look good," shaking my head. Hemp says, "The Uber driver sounded like he was reading a whole ass script." Eros responds, "I feel like most of the audios from other people helping / defending him was all read from a script. felt a bit forced. Leaving says, I'm sorry, but when did someone's political compass take priority over allegations of being a groomer? This just reeks of you being at most 16 years old. You just don't understand a single point nor watch the video with an open mind. Do better. Perry Leaf responds, moist critical? To which Asian guy responds, showing a screenshot of the segments in Dream's video with one of them being labeled moist critical. Sweet Claus responds by saying, I cannot get over this, showing the part of Dream's video where he shows off Charlie's thirst trap pictures. Asian guy then makes another tweet that says, Dream spent 30 minutes talking about the grooming allegations against him. He spent 10 minutes talking about the gumball shit. He spent 10 minutes talking about him using Snapchat. This is a 90-minute video. Asian guy then shows that one of his tweets got showcased in Dream's montage of hate tweets that he included in his response video, and he captions this by saying, oh my god, I got a Dream notice! Now Dream, why did you put me and a lot of other smaller accounts in the video and completely uncensored? You know damn well what your community is known for. Aiden responds by saying, are you doing okay? Has anyone else sent you anything yet? Asian guy responds, I truly do not give a fuck if people send me shit. It's just that I know that a lot of other accounts, many who are smaller than me, were also featured, and like, Nicholas Diorio quote tweets them and says, because you deserve to be made fun of. Keemstar says, why did you publicly post it, retard? And then Joe Munchin responds by saying, why did you publicly post this? Showing the classic tweet from exactly 7 years ago where Keemstar says, I just hit a dog going 70 miles per hour on my truck. Such a shitty Christmas Eve right now. It ran right up on the highway. I hate this year so much. Yes, it died. Hopefully this year's Christmas Eve is more safe for the stray dogs living near Keem's area. And I hope you guys are having a good Christmas Eve so far as well. Robbo responds to Keemstar by saying, why did you kill that dog? And on Christmas Eve, terrible fortune. Cool for you. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, the accounts that made most of these major allegations against Dream deactivated their accounts. But before they did so, they made a couple tweets. Like Burner22 saying, I had a chance to watch the video. Unfortunately, Dream, you have a very unreliable person make a statement in your video. Please see my next tweet. To clarify what we are saying, either this person lied to us about the allegations being true, sent us fake proof, and then gave us permission to post it for whatever reason, or they lied in Dream's response video about the allegations being false, and the allegations are true. After these tweets, Burner account deactivates, and then Dream updates us about it in a pinned comment on his response video, where he says, important update. The Burner account Burner22 tweeted that they were unsure about the reliability of their claim after seeing my video, and then as of 4 p.m. EST time, deactivated their entire account. I'm assuming this is their only further comment. Another person who made a giant exposed thread on Dream, which Dream dismissed in his response video due to them using Burner22 as a source, who he did debunk in the video, was called Dreamscaper. Dreamscaper tweets about this when they say, Burner22 has deactivated. In light of this, I'd like to quickly clarify once again that I have no relation to them. All they did was post the video, which I investigated independently. I would also like to point out, however, that the Snapchat recording itself only gets more convincing the more I look into it. This is a far more complicated situation than fake allegations. I aim to make that clear as soon as possible. Cloygon reacts to Dream's response video by saying, that was one of the worst response videos to allegations I have ever seen. They then deactivate and Ray reacts to it by saying, no! Mori quote tweets them and says, Dream is absolutely threatening to sue people. Nicholas Diorio says, W Dream. Hannah reacts to Dream's response video by saying, how life feels right now after the allegations against Dream are proven wrong. Mudahar says, Dream made a pretty awesome response video, good for him. Synthetic Nora responds, oh, this is not it, buddy. Mellow Proto responds, I find it interesting that almost everyone under the age of 24 says stuff like this, but almost everyone older has a similar opinion to Muda. Yin responds to Muda by saying, you might get dragged for this. Vanilla says, he literally pulled a Yandere dev, I can't, laughing my fucking ass off. Anonymous responds by saying, Did you watch the video? Drifty Film responds to Muda by saying, no way you sat and watched that whole thing. Obai responds to Muda by saying, Muda, you're gonna get dragged. VOEROS says, yeah, it's legit. The hate and spin people put into the internet when their obsession doesn't reciprocate or give them what they want is wild. I'm genuinely surprised so many people still fall for these lies. Harley TBS says, "You are so cool for actually saying this." Nad says, "I think bro is a little annoying, but holy shit, why do people actually want him to be a PDF file?" Great Ninja responds by saying, "Cause if he isn't a PDF file, all of them would have to admit they were wrong. So to save their own egos, they need to double down on it." Dark Viper AU reacts to Dream's response by saying, "Those of you who hate Dream really need to stop commenting about his video before watching it. When you continue to make claims that are addressed/disproven in the video, or when you make statements about the video that shows you didn't even watch it, it is very hard to take you seriously. The public seems to have no credibility when it comes to Dream. It appears as if you will accept anything claimed by anyone, regardless of the bias. You should have spent all your time crying wolf to the extent that even if Dream has actually done something wrong, it will just get bundled up with all the times you cried wolf. There is a reason that nursery rhyme exists. The people who hate him and accuse him of wrongdoing act legitimately evil as a collective. Dream could be the most horrible man alive, yet those who hate him seem to have the life mission of making him look better by comparison." Nicholas Diorio says, "Anti-Dream Stan account farmed thousands of likes for an entire day and privated his account the second he was called out with screenshots. Many such cases," showing Finn making a tweet that says, "Sorry Dream, but even the general public does not agree with you yapping for an hour with your lies. The like to dislike ratio speaks volumes," showing that the likes are at 189k, while the dislikes are at 132k. Nicholas Diorio responds with, "Yeah?" showing the direct like to dislike ratio stats from Dream's dashboard, where it shows the video actually has 299k likes and 32k dislikes. Chris the Narc responds by saying, "I love that the bio is saying it was never that serious. What a tool." Nicholas responds, "What a coward, lol! These people need to be shit on." Nick then follows up his tweet by showing that the account that made those claims about the dislikes now no longer exists. Nick then further elaborates on this by saying, "So, people are roasting Dream and saying he's about to be ratioed in his response video. The only problem is the stupid plugin is off by like 140,000 dislikes, lol. Here are the exact analytic on the video. Why do people use dislike plugin that doesn't even work?" Turns out the video was overwhelmingly supported, showing that the current ratio of likes to dislikes on the video from Dream's YouTube studio is at 89.8%. Dream then confirms these stats that Nicholas Diorio posted when he tweets them out with the caption, "No one wins here. Not me, not anyone. Picture attached with all retractions since my video. If you haven't, please watch it. Thank you to everyone who has been patient and open-minded. Thank you all for all of your support since. This is my final tweet on the matter." And then of course he links the images that were referenced. Commander Carl responds by saying, "Dream," right after posting this. Alter Curse says, "I'm so fucking proud of you, Dream. I'm sorry this happened to you and everyone involved who was innocent. More than justice, I hope there is healing in the future." The Blue Moon Era says, "I'm sorry for all that you went through. I hope you can slowly start to move on mentally. I can't imagine the toll this must have taken on your mental health. Hopefully this can be a wake-up call to everyone." Well, unfortunately that wasn't the case, as Distorted Femboy refused to wake up and just replied, "Don't care." .4PF responds to Dream by saying, "I think I speak for everyone when I say we stand with Dream." And then Mini Ninja responds, "Hell no." So it seems that despite Dream's response being received overwhelmingly positively on YouTube, Twitter is a lot more mixed on it. But I think that's mostly due to them just not watching the video. It's over an hour long. I don't blame people for not wanting to watch it, but if you care enough to tweet about this on Twitter, I feel like you do owe it to yourself to hear Dream out in his response video. So if you guys still haven't watched it and want to give an opinion on Dream down in the comment section below, I will also leave his response video in the description for you guys to check out so we all can engage in a well-informed discussion in the comment section of this video. And speaking of keeping you guys informed, particularly on Dream drama, after listening to Dream's response video and seeing how all of the accounts making these accusations deactivated after Dream's response, I'm going to refrain from making any videos talking about Dream allegations that does not have substantial evidence. In the past, I would just cover it to archive it because a lot of people were talking about it, but now that Dream has proven that people are willing to go to extreme lengths to make a lot of this stuff up, I feel like it would be irresponsible for me to continue covering allegations that don't have substantial proof to back it up, even if it ends up getting a lot of traction on Twitter. But if there is a Dream story with some merit that ends up blowing up on Twitter, I will be sure to cover it on this channel. So if you don't want to miss that, subscribe with notifications on. I hope you guys all have a wonderful Christmas, Christmas Eve, and holiday season in general. And with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.